Texas House Republicans unveiled the proposal for redrawing congressional districts, and as expected, 2 key Democrat seats in North Texas are targeted. Statewide, Republicans are trying to flip 5 Texas seats for national seats. Fox 4's Alex Boyer live with the map and details on the strategy. Alex.
Hey, Steve, you know, Republicans are hoping that this new Texas map will really strengthen their chances of holding on to the U.S. House of Representatives during the midterm elections coming up in 2026. As you might imagine, the Texas Democratic Party has already condemned this new redistricting map, calling it a power grab for President Donald Trump.
Well, it's definitely aggressive, and there are a couple of interesting features to it.
SMU political scientist Matthew Wilson is talking about the new Texas redistricting map proposed by State Representative Todd Hunter, a Republican from Corpus Christi. The redrawn map creates 5 additional GOP-leaning districts statewide, including 2 here in North Texas. Representative Mark Vesey's coalition district has been carved out of Tarrant County. The district is now exclusively in Dallas County, with part of District 32 folded in. Representative Julie Johnson's District 32 is now redrawn to include a big part of East Texas. Wilson gives some insight on the GOP strategy.
It looks like what is currently Julie Johnson's district is going to become a lot more Republican. And so if she wants to stay in Congress, likely she would have to challenge Vesey for what would be left of a kind of coalition district. And that would raise very interesting questions about whether a white representative like Johnson could effectively run in a Democratic primary in a majority-minority district against Vesey.
In Central Texas, 2 districts have been redrawn that would put 2 Democrat congressmen, Greg Casar and Lloyd Doggett, in a primary battle. Texas Republicans are following the lead of President Trump, who said he thinks Texas can add 5 Republican seats in the midterms. By no coincidence, the Justice Department accused Texas of illegally gerrymandering 4 of the targeted Democrat districts along racial lines. In response, Governor Greg Abbott made redistricting a special session priority, even though he and the Republican majority approved the current map in 2021. In response to the redrawn map, the Texas Democratic Party said in part, it is illegally drawn in a way that silences the voices of minority communities across Texas. But Matthew Wilson says part of the proposed map could make that point difficult to prove based on what's happening in 2 of the redrawn districts along the Rio Grande Valley.
The more interesting part is what it does in the districts along the border, where it really strengthens the Republicans' hands in multiple valley districts, but actually at the same time creates more majority Hispanic districts than the current map. So that's an interesting wrinkle of the proposal. What Republicans are really counting on is that Republican shifts among Valley Latino voters will be enduring.
And so the first public hearing is set to take place this Friday at the state capitol. We're told that lawmakers will hear up to 10 hours of public testimony. Steve, we'll have to wait and see how many people actually show up. Back to you.
All right, got it. Alex Boyer live tonight. Alex, thanks.